They be like, oh Lord, they got the Hennessy. Oh Lord, they got the Crown. They done pull out the vanilla Crown. They going to hell. And let's talk about it. What's up with y'all? We are back.
But it's good.
And right now we are talking about religion and church people, how they judge. So I want to see what sis has to say about this, about people that, religion people judging you. How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel like the number one judges next to the jury in court is Christian people. I mean, this is what, from my experience, Christian people, church people, whatever you want to call them, this is how they react. They react with judgment right away. Like, okay, if you smoke, if you drink, if you go out to clubs, if you have kids outside of wedlock, you bad, you wrong. Most of the people that's talking about it saying you wrong are older people that's saved now. But yeah, they had kids out of wedlock. They used to smoke, they used to drink, they used to do all these things that they talking about you for doing. And it's like things like this been going on for such a long time. It's like, how you gonna talk about me when you've been in my shoes before? But it's like, nah, they gonna pass judgment. Yeah, you the preacher's kid, you supposed to live like the preacher. She doing this, she doing that. You not the preacher, your daddy is. But because your dad's a preacher, you supposed to be like this, you supposed to be like that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, church people are the main people that do that. It's like, but people that are so quote-unquote sinner people, they don't care about what nobody doing.
What I do see wrong is a lot of judgmental people. I see a lot of people that judge. You know what I'm saying? It mainly comes from people in church. I mean, it is what it is. The church people is the one that killed Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know that, but the church people is the one that killed Jesus. It wasn't the people that was out in the world. It wasn't the people that was out on the streets. It was church people that killed Jesus.
It says don't judge me, don't judge. For a reason. Like, you're not supposed to judge, but everybody judges in their own way because we're always being judged. So if you always been passed judgment on, you think you're going to be able to walk through this world without passing some type of judgment on somebody else? You are, because that's what people do. You know what I'm saying? Even like it's so I think like church people though, they take it to the extreme with judging. Like, yeah, you supposed to pass certain judgments because like if you feel like a person not a good person and you pass this judgment but you really don't know this person that well, but you feel like this is right and it is right. Okay, well then you still passing judgment, but you passing the right type of judgment though. You know what I'm saying? So there's like, to me, a certain type of judgment that you can pass. You can say, oh, I feel like this person's this way. And maybe you're making an assumption, but the person could really be that way. Almost like in a sixth sense. Or you can know that this person is that way just because the vibe you getting. Well, if you do that, you are maybe judging this person, but you're judging them rightfully because this is the way that they are. Because they show you signs that this is how they are. So you figure them out. So I feel like there's two different type of judgments in a way, but the people that go about just, oh, she's supposed to be a preacher's daughter and she drinking, she doing this and she doing that. So what? That's me. I'm not preaching to you. So why does it matter what I do? But Christian people that are sinners didn't care what I was doing. It ain't their business, right? But why is Christian people always gotta make stuff their business? Whatever you gotta make stuff your own business. Like, why? If we really love each other, then that's what the whole message of any religion is about. Peace. Whether they talking about Buddha, whether they talk about Jesus, they still teaching the same message. It's about love. But all Christian people, mostly, and in all these other different thousand religions that they have in different places, that's not practicing love and peace. That should be all anybody should be practicing. We killing people because they don't believe the way we believe? What sense does that make? Doesn't this still talk about love? I mean, I understand that some people, we can't agree to disagree. We can't get past this, like, making it all right to kill people because they don't agree with you. Like, we've been taught, because people do that so much, that that's okay. But there's no way that that's okay. I'm that mad that you disagree with me. I'm going to kill you. I'm gonna take your life, dog. I'm gonna slice your neck. I'm gonna kill you because you disagree with me. And then black people, most of the time, in churches and stuff, they pick and choose what they want to pick out the Bible to talk about. The Bible tell you don't wear mixed garments. Think about how many times you wear cotton with jeans. Okay, ain't nobody talking about that though. It tell you don't eat pork. It tell you don't even touch a pig. It's unclean.
y'all tearing up them ribs at the
neck
church.
bones. All them ham hocks of degrees. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just double it up on pork. And then you blessed it. Thank you for this food. Thank you for this pork that you said I was not supposed to even touch. Thank you for
That's not glutton. Glutton is another sin.
Yeah.
So a lot of y'all want to point the finger at sins, the sins you think that sins. Oh, he's smoking a black and mild. Oh, she's smoking a cigarette. Oh, she's sipping on some wine. Yeah. Oh, she's sipping on a little Hennessy. Oh my God, she is on that tequila, that Patron. Oh my goodness, she going to hell. No, y'all be eating some good old ribs when y'all get off. When y'all get out of church, y'all be eating them barbecue ribs. Eating that good old catfish. Going to Golden Corral. Glutton. That's sinning. It's a lot of things you can do to be sinning. Thinking the wrong thoughts. That's sinning. Even if it's in your mind. If you're thinking the wrong thoughts, that could be sinning right there. You know what I'm saying? So many different ways that you could sin. You know? So many different ways. And a lot of people, we quick to point fingers at others instead of looking at ourselves. Looking at ourselves in the mirror is what we should be doing. Because at the end of the day, we need to think about us. Because that's what's going to matter about your soul going to the right place is about you. You're responsible for it. Each individual is responsible for it. So all we can do is try to give them good advice to help. But don't try to change a person just because you think they should change and that should be the way you think. You should pray to God and ask God, say, God, help this person. Pray for that person. Don't judge them, pray for them. That's why I always say, don't judge me, just pray for me.
Yeah. You know, too many of y'all try to help God and you ain't judging. You can't judge though. You know, that's not your job. You know, everybody done sinned that did something wrong before, so ain't no use of pointing fingers at nobody. We got so many church people that do that. So many Christian people that might want to say you need to straighten up the way that you living. You need to show some love towards them. You don't know why they living their life that they living. They just might need a prayer. They just might need you to support them instead of telling them you ain't living right. They might just need to say, you know what, you'll get it right. And ain't too many of them saying it like that though. Like, you know, so I think some people feel like, what's the point to go to church? People gonna judge me anyway, you know. I go there, like, some people just because of their past. Let's say if a woman was a stripper and she want to come back and be saved now. You know, she used to be a stripper, right? I don't know who she thinks she was just come back to, but she saved. That's how people gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have something to say. And so some people that, like, don't want to go to church, they already know that. Well, they gonna have this to say anyway, so I go. They already done passed judgment just because of what I used to do. That's it now. Now they gonna this how to make that stick with me. But like, yesterday's gone. And that's the truth of the matter. Yesterday is gone. So whatever somebody did yesterday is gone now. But church people, I don't care if it was 5 years ago. They gonna still bring it up.
For real.
Like, come on. Like, you never did nothing. Like,
I ain't no perfect person, you know. I can admit that. I tell people every day, I ain't no perfect person. It just feel like a lot of times with me, I just don't like to play with God. I'm the type of person, I don't like to have 1 foot in and then 1 foot out and trying to be going back and forth. I just went and partied last night. Now I want to go to church. You know what I'm saying? It just don't match to me. Some people might do it like that. If you do it like that, I'm not knocking y'all for doing it like that. Because some people be like, oh, the Lord still sees the heart. He don't care if you just went out and had a couple of drinks and partied the night before. He don't care. That might be how y'all look at it. But hey, for me, I don't see it like that. I look at it as disrespect. And I'm going to church while I'm trying to party. It just don't match. Not to me. It just don't match. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when I want to do right and stay on the right path, I want to get on that path and I want to just keep going straight and just doing what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to doing the right thing and getting closer to God. Christian people kill Jesus. You know, so it's like, you know, because they judged him and they didn't believe what he was telling them. You know, they felt like he was blaspheming. So it's just like, it just shows you how it is. You should try to help a person, not make them feel uncomfortable. You should try to help them so they feel comfortable, so that way they can come talk to you and they can change. They're not going to feel comfortable talking to you if they feel like you're going to already be throwing stones at them. You have to come to them with an open heart and come to them and let them know you understand that out here in this world, it's not easy to always do the right thing. It's not always that easy. It's a process. It takes time. Each individual, it starts with each one of us, how we think in our mind, how we can make things better. You know what I'm saying? Instead of always judging people, because judging people is not gonna get us nowhere. We have to look in the mirror and we have to see, you know, ourselves before we can talk about anybody else. When you're around so-called Christians, people that's too deep in it, or they think they deep in it, a lot of them too much worried about you. They worry about what you doing.
Yeah.
They worry about being nosy about what you doing and want to judge you and want to talk about you. Won't you worry about you? Won't you worry about you getting to heaven? Worry about you getting to heaven.
For real, why you worry about me?